Have you ever been humiliated in public? Maybe your boss criticized you in front of the whole team. Maybe a stranger cut you off in traffic and flipped you off. Or maybe someone left a nasty comment on your social media post and you couldn't stop thinking about it all night. We've all been there. And let's be honest, most of the time we explode. We shout, we argue, or we replay the moment in our head 1,000 times. Our peace, gone, our energy, stolen. But imagine this instead. Someone insults you, and you don't flinch. You take a slow breath. You stay calm, steady, untouchable. Nothing gets under your skin. Nothing steals your peace. Now, here's the secret. That isn't a superpower. It's a skill. A skill that can be trained, mastered, and practiced, just like lifting weights or running. And the Stoics, philosophers who lived more than 2,000 years ago, perfected it. Today, I want to share with you 7 Stoic attitudes, practical tools that can make you emotionally bulletproof in the face of provocation. And trust me, you'll want to hear number 7, because it's the one that completely changes how you see insults forever. Before we dive in, if you've ever lost your cool and regretted it later, hit that like button, because this video might save you from the same mistake again. Recognizing our reactions. Let's start with the truth. Most people are slaves to their impulses. Think about it. Someone makes a sarcastic comment, and boom, you fire back. A coworker takes credit for your idea, and you stew in anger for days. But Epictetus, one of the great Stoics, said something radical. It's not what happens to you that disturbs you, but your judgment about what happens. The insult isn't the real problem. The problem is the meaning you attach to it. When you get angry, you've basically handed your mind over to the other person. You've said, "Here, take control of my emotions." So how do we stop that? That's where the 7 Stoic attitudes come in. Attitude 1. Interpret before you react. Let me tell you a story. A friend of mine once gave a presentation at work. Afterward, someone muttered, "That was kind of sloppy." Instantly, he was furious. But later, he asked himself, was it really sloppy? Or was that just one person's opinion? Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, had a method. If someone calls you a fool, ask yourself, is it true? If it is, improve yourself. If it's not, why get angry? The Stoics teach us, pause, take a breath, ask, what actually happened? Did they insult me, or did I just interpret it that way? That tiny pause, just 2 or 3 seconds, already puts you ahead of almost everyone else. It's like walking out of the rain instead of trying to punch every raindrop. Attitude 2. Choose active indifference. Now, indifference sounds weak, right? Like you're backing down. But Stoics didn't see it that way. True indifference is strength. Seneca wrote, "A great soul is superior to injury." Picture this. Someone cuts you off in traffic and yells. You could scream back, or you could let it go. Because honestly, what's more powerful? Wasting your energy on a stranger you'll never see again, or staying calm and saving that energy for something that matters? Think of insults as someone throwing mud. If you don't care, it doesn't stick. Start small. Ignore the little things, a rude look, a pointless comment. That way, when a real insult comes, you're already trained. Attitude 3. Turn provocation into training. This one's my favorite. Every conflict is a mental gym. Epictetus said we should actually thank our provocateurs. Why? Because they give us a chance to practice virtue. It's like lifting weights. The heavier the weight, the stronger you get. Every insult is a rep for your inner strength. Next time someone criticizes you, imagine you're in the gym. Instead of thinking, "Why me?" think, "Great, another set. Let's see if I can handle this one better than last time." That shift alone turns anger into growth. Attitude 4. Remember. Attacks reveal the attacker. Think about the last time someone blew up at you. Did their anger really reflect who you are or what they were going through? Marcus Aurelius said, "When you are angry with someone, remember that everyone is fighting an inner battle. Insults often come from pain, envy, or frustration. When someone says something cruel, they're really showing you their own wounds. Instead of taking it personally, ask, why does this person feel the need to act this way?" That shift turns you from the victim into the observer. And once you see it's not about you, empathy takes over. Attitude 5. Use silence as a sword. Now here's a strategy most people underestimate. Silence. Seneca said, "Nothing is as honorable as silence in the face of insult." Imagine this. Someone throws insults at you like arrows, expecting you to shoot back, but you don't. You stand calm, unmoved. They keep firing, and you don't react. Pretty soon, the arrows fall useless at their feet. Silence isn't weakness, it's power. It leaves people guessing. It breaks the cycle of provocation. And often it's louder than any comeback you could ever say. Attitude 6. Master the wounded pride reflex. Here's the tricky one. A lot of our anger doesn't come from the insult. It comes from pride. That little voice inside screams, "Are you really going to let them get away with that?" But Seneca warned, nothing feeds the disorder of the soul more than a false sense of dignity. Pride is like dry wood. Any spark can set it ablaze. So the Stoics practiced catching this reflex. They asked themselves, is my true self under attack, or is it just my ego? 9 times out of 10, it's just ego. The real you doesn't need to prove anything. So the next time you feel that surge of anger, pause and ask, am I protecting my principles or just my pride? That simple question gives you back control. Attitude 7. Respond with virtue, not vengeance. And now, the most powerful one. When someone attacks us, our instinct is revenge. To hit back harder, to embarrass them the way they embarrassed us. But Epictetus said it clearly, never repay evil with evil. Because when you do, you lower yourself to their level. Instead, the Stoics respond with virtue, with kindness, calm firmness, or even compassion. Not because they're weak, but because they refuse to let someone else dictate their character. That's true freedom. The question isn't, how do I beat this person? It's, how do I remain the best version of myself, even in the face of their worst behavior? That's power. That's dignity. That's Stoicism. To becoming untouchable. At the end of the day, you can't control what others say. You can't stop insults, gossip, or criticism, but you can master how you interpret it, how you respond, and how you grow from it. By practicing these 7 Stoic attitudes. 1. Interpret before reacting. 2. Choose active indifference. 3. Turn provocation into training. 4. See insults as reflections of the attacker. 5. Use silence as a sword. 6. Control wounded pride. 7. Respond with virtue. You build an armor around your mind. You become emotionally untouchable. And remember, this isn't about ignoring everything or living passively. It's about protecting your peace as if it were a sacred temple. Cool, logical, unbeatable. So, let me ask you, which of these attitudes do you need the most right now? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. If this video helped you, hit the like button so YouTube shows it to more people who need it. And subscribe, because every week we train the mind, nurture maturity, and grow stronger together.